guys, my name's Charlie, and this is my first pregnancy vlog. It's going to be my week 9 pregnancy vlog. I've tried to do this probably 5 or 6 times, and every time either my camera doesn't record it right, or there's no sound, or something crazy. So, like I said, my name's Charlie. I'm 24. I've been married for about 2 years, and so this is going to be our very first baby. The reason I want to do these vlogs is because I am one of 8 children in my family, and 2 of my sisters and my brother and my dad live about 12 hours north of me, and then my mom's entire extended family lives about 12 hours south of me. So they're not around while I am pregnant, and they all want to kind of keep up with me and see how I'm doing. So I figured this was the best and easiest way to do that. And so every week they kind of get to see what happens and what's going on and my symptoms and watch my belly grow. How I found out I was pregnant was I was on spring break. I'm a teacher, and I usually don't go to bed very early at nighttime, but I was going to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, just falling asleep on the couch, and my husband would wake me up later and say, go get in the bed or whatever. So I was super tired. I was getting kind of crampy feeling. My period hadn't started, and I usually don't get cramps until it starts. So that was kind of out of the ordinary for me. So on Thursday, April 12th maybe, I think that's the right date, I took a pregnancy test, and it was negative, like blatantly negative, not even an ounce of any kind of positive line there. So then Saturday, my period was finally late, and I was like, alright, well, let me take another test just to be sure. So I got up really early, took a test. It looked negative at first, so I just laid it back down, went back to bed. My friend called me and was like, oh, you should come to the mall with me. So I was like, alright, I'll go. So I got up, got dressed, and then I went to the bathroom to brush my teeth and get all that stuff ready. And I looked down at the test, and I was like, oh my gosh, there is a second line. Like, that is not just one line. And so it was really, really, really low. And so I took a picture of it, and I called my sister, and I was like, I think that I might have just gotten a positive pregnancy test. And of course she was like, well, what do you mean you think? So I was like, well, it's really light. I'll send you the picture and let me know what you think it says. So I sent it to her, and she looked at it, and she was like, oh my gosh, that's totally positive. And she had her husband look at it, and he's like, yeah, it's definitely a positive pregnancy test. And so she's like, well, just to be sure, I would probably recommend that you go buy another test so that you can verify that you're actually pregnant. So while I was out at the mall with my friend, I went ahead and got a digital test and then a regular plus or negative sign test, just to make sure. And so the lady at the checkout counter was like, what do you need so many for? And I was just like, I just need to make sure. So and then we also, while we were out, it was 1 week exactly before my husband's birthday, and I originally wanted to wait to tell him until his birthday, but I just knew I would explode if I tried to wait an entire week before I told my husband that we were going to have a baby. So while we were out, I just got these 2 little onesies. One is really cute. It says daddy proof shirt, and then it has like arrows to the head and the arms and legs and where it snaps and stuff. And then I just got a plain white onesie, and I wrote on it, I love you daddy, see you in December. And then I put those in a bag with the positive pregnancy test. So when he called, and I was like, before you go to your parents, because we live very close to his parents, so he goes and goes down there when he gets off work. sometimes. And so I was like, before you go to your parents' house, you need to come home because I bought you a birthday present and I just want to give it to you because I'm really excited. And so he came home and he sat down and he opened it and he's like, really? And so he's been very excited the entire time. So that's been really good.
Something about me. It's a baby shirt. Are you pregnant? Excited, babe?
So April 14th is the day that we found out that we were having a baby, and so then the Monday, I called the doctor, made my appointments to go in, and the doctor was like, saw me the next week, so I was about 6 weeks when I went to the doctor, so I thought, and appointment went great. He said I was measuring exactly the way I should be measuring. I got everything pre-approved with my insurance for my maternity and my benefits and all that stuff. I did that very early, and it was really easy. I was surprised how easy it all was to get all that done. And then I set up my next appointment, which was May 21st, and that's when I got my first ultrasound, just for dating purposes. And I should have been 9 weeks and 6 days on the day of that appointment, but the baby was measuring 8 weeks and 5 days. So I was originally due December 18th, and now I'm due December 27th. So very close to Christmas. I have a ton of December birthdays in my family between my siblings and my nieces and nephews and cousins. There's a tremendous amount of December birthdays, so trying to have the baby on a day that somebody doesn't already have a birthday is going to be fun. But he or she will come when he or she is ready, and we'll be excited and whatever. So that's what's going on with that. For symptoms, I've had like the gamut of symptoms. At first, I didn't have any morning sickness at all, and then about week 6, which is really, I guess, now week 5, I got super bad morning sickness from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed, and it got to the point where I wasn't able to hold down water or anything. I couldn't eat or drink anything without being sick, so I had to call the doctor to get something, and so that helped a lot. And then about 2.5 weeks later, it's completely gone. Every now and again I get nauseous if I get too hungry, or if I'm tired it tends to be worse, so things like that. So but for as far as morning sickness goes, for the most part I think I'm done with it, which makes me excited because it was so bad for those couple of weeks. I feel for all of the women who are out there who have it their entire pregnancy. I don't know how you make it, because it was terrible for the couple of weeks that I did have it. So yeah, but just regular other things. I'm just tired a lot. I'm always hungry, but I never really want anything to eat. Like nothing ever sounds good to me. So that's been interesting to try to figure out what we're gonna eat every night for dinner, and because my husband's been really super understanding and kind of whatever you can eat, we'll eat, and he's been really trying to help, but it's just the fact that I really never want anything, so I wish that he would just pick sometimes. And most of the time he does, because I'm just like, I don't know what I want, just please pick something. So he does. So that's the biggest thing, I think. Like I said, just tired. My belly's already starting to stretch a little bit. I'm not a skinny girl. I'm a bigger woman. So, but it's weird. I already had to take out my belly button ring because it was hurting because my stomach was stretching, I guess, around my belly button area. And it's starting to turn red, so I just went ahead and took that out. And yeah, I haven't gained any weight. I'm actually 5 pounds below my pre-pregnancy weight. And I don't know if it's because I've been sick or if it's because I've just been eating healthier since I found out I was pregnant, or a combination of the both, but I haven't gained any weight. I feel like I'm going to be one of the women who shows like super early. I just feel like that's going to happen. So I don't know. I don't really think I'm really showing now, but my pants for work are too small and they're too uncomfortable, so I went and bought maternity pants just for work. My regular jeans I can still fit in, and I don't know if just the different cuts of jeans and things and pants for work and stuff. So yeah, I think that's about it for week 9. I'm going to try to do these because I'm like 9 weeks and 5 days today, so I'm going to try to start doing them at the beginning of the weeks, but like I said, I've had so much trouble trying to get this thing recorded and edited and uploaded, and then not having sound and not having this and not having that, so hopefully this is the end of those issues too. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will see you for week 10.